Hello Megalithomaniacs. We are today at Mnajdra temple here on the island of Malta, and this is the spring equinox, 22nd of March 2023, and we're here hopefully, if the clouds stay away, to witness the spring equinox sunrise alignment that goes right through the main temple here, which dates back to at least 3200, 3300 BC. We're very close to Megalithic as well, another major temple site, and these are different alignments, equinoxes, the solstices, and also the Sirius alignment, which is actually pushing the dates back even further, according to Lenny Ridgick, who's been with us on this tour. But we're hoping to get a clear view of the equinox, and we'll show it to you. There's lots of interesting features here, as well as at Megalithic and in the visitor centre, and we'll point them out. And as we go along through this equinox morning, it's currently about 5:45 a.m. and it's about 5 past or 10 past 6 that the sun comes into view, and it's quite an impressive sight. I'm delighted to be here. We've made it here. We tried to come here in 2020, COVID stopped us, and now the group's now here in 2023, so it's all happening. So let's get in and take a look and have a quick look around the temple, and also get some insights into some of the other alignments. You can see the curved forecourt here. This is part of the classic style of most of these Maltese temples, giant doorways. These would have been pristine carved megalithic limestone blocks all the way around here. And here's interesting, this just shows you some of the alignments, including the equinox, which happens obviously in September and in March. But also you can see it's got the summer solstice and the winter solstice, which light up different apses, different stones of the extremes of the year. And so, much like we get at Karahan Tepe thousands of years earlier, we have the same kind of system of alignments here. So that's the fascinating thing about the equinox, is that it will stay in its position east-west over thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of years, whereas the solstice will move slightly up to a degree over like 10,000 years or so. And so the equinox is kind of almost fixed, whereas the solstice shifts slightly due to precession, due to the obliquity of the ecliptic, and also just over time this happens. It even changes the time of year the further you go back, because of the nature of the way everything moves around. But for the equinox, it's pretty fixed. So it's fascinating that we're observing the same thing that the ancients would have observed many thousands of years ago. This is the sunrise. We can just about see the sun. This is amazing. So this is just rising on the horizon on spring equinox 2023. It's a little bit of a cloud there, but we think it's going to be bright enough to witness the illumination on the chamber. So this is the equinox illuminating the back of the chamber. Remarkable. Oh, and there's clouds are coming over. There you go. So here we are observing the spring equinox at this remarkable temple, March the 22nd, 2023. We've got the view of the spring equinox coming through the entrance here with our wonderful Megalithomania group. We managed to get some lovely illumination of the back of the chamber. More illuminations take place slightly differently on the winter solstice and the summer solstice. But to be here on the equinox, we're looking at this ancient view that was being observed thousands of years ago, and this whole temple constructed to observe this it's a remarkable experience, and obviously we'll be back here 2024 to experience this again, and you can join us. Full illumination taking place about half an hour or so after sunrise here on the Equinox. Remarkable experience. This is one of the most fascinating spots of the temple here. This is just so beautiful. This is just shows you the different kind of limestone that they were using, but also look at this beautiful kind of dimples, if you like, these kind of mini cut marks, and this porthole stone with these outer monoliths kind of guarding the entrance to this particular kind of way in. It just seems like each space was like a different place, a different level of initiation or ceremony, ritualistic, going through one area to another for different purposes. And I think this shows you a good example of this. And this is actually featured in the very last page of my book on stone circles. So a beautiful old antiquarian illustration of that. So it's great to see it in reality. It's been reconstructed slightly. It looks like it was damaged, but nonetheless, it's an honor to be here. And also, this is where you start to see elements of polygonal walls. Now, obviously, there's a lot of weathering taking place, but when we walk up to Hagahim, we'll see even more beautiful examples of the way that, because it was covered over with earth, it hasn't been so badly weathered. But yeah, this is just a real treat to be here. This dates back, I mean, Lenny Ridgick believes this dates back to a much earlier epoch. And now we're getting a little bit more sun just coming in here. You can see the way it illuminates the back chamber there. So yeah, we've been lucky because the last few days here, over the equinox 20th and 21st, they had no sun. So we've managed to get glimpses of it coming through in this very cloudy week that we're here. But often it's pure sunshine for many, many days. And you can see some of the way it's constructed, almost like a corbelled roof with blocks leaning inwards towards the top. And it's now thought that there was a giant megalithic slabs over the roof area. This is calcite, and it's placed here in the shape of a serpent at the entrance to the main temple. And look at this. And then you see the sunrise on the equinox. Look at that, that is amazing. So we've got a very unique feature here. Thankfully, Joan pointed out that I've not noticed before. People just walk over it without realizing what it might be. So it's such a treat to be here, to be able to witness the spring equinox like the ancients did. And of course, you can join us here in March 2024 to experience this once again.